I figured out a way to make reading a little bit more fun for myself and not get so wrapped up into TikTok and also not get influenced by TikTok or booktube. I am prey to picking up a book because it is everywhere and then I get major FOMO. So in this video, I'm going to discuss the fun way that I figured I can get more reads in. So come join me. Hey readers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendy, and today I am going to be sharing what I thought about doing and what I've done and my ideas to make reading a little bit more fun, but also not get into the rabbit hole of TikTok recommendations. I am a sucker for seeing a book and then automatically adding it to my TBR, skipping through other books, and not getting to the TBR that I promised myself I would get to, because there's always a hot new book that is recommended throughout social media. I figured this would be a good opportunity for me to kind of get titles in that I normally would just put aside, and normally I go for anything that is popular, and I decided to give books a try, give it a chance, books that I've never heard of before or that simply I just overlooked. So what is this idea that you guys are thinking of? Well, I bought myself a little TBR jar, and it has little scrolls which are so cute. So this looks like it's not much, but there's 20 books in here. And this is where I need your help. So if you can think of any books that are not popular that you loved and would like for me to read, I would be more than open to and happy to put them in my little TBR jar. And also, there's a bunch of scrolls, okay? So please, in the comments, if you may, you can put that book down, something that's not popular, something that you loved reading, and that you wish more people can know about this book and ultimately read them. But this comes with a twist. So I went on a hunt, and what I thought of was, how can I get myself to read something without knowing what it is? Kind of like a blind date with a book, if you may. So I am blind dating myself with books. So these books that I put in my TBR jar, I have no idea what they are about. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know the plots. I don't know anything about them. In fact, I literally scrolled through Amazon, and I scrolled through the Libby app, and I also scrolled through the Kindle app, Kindle Unlimited app. However, I did not look at the description of the books. I have no idea what they are about. All I based my selections was on how the book cover looked. So I did judge a book by its cover. We'll see if we will see if it pays off or if it doesn't. And also I based it off the title. So if the title looked like it was interesting, I wrote it down, and if the book cover was interesting, I wrote them down too. So this is the list that I created. As soon as I saw a book that felt interesting, that looked interesting, the cover looked, mysterious, I wrote them down. And all these books are fantasy, romance, or some type of fantasy. However, if you do have a book that you want to suggest and that you want me to write down and put in this little jar, I am more than happy and open to reading any other genre. I just so happen to like fantasy romance, so that's what I kind of went by. If you have a really good read, I would love for you to write it down in the comments, and if it's not on the list, then I will put it on a little scroll and put it in the jar. And I thought this was a brilliant idea for myself because I want to read things and not judge it based on rating, based on anything else but its cover and its title. And I think it'll be interesting, and I think it'll be fun, and I can maybe suggest the book, recommend it, or tell you, hey, listen, it's not worth the read. And it adds a little razzle dazzle. You just don't know what you're expecting. All you know is the genre, and that's it. So I will be drawing from this little TBR jar once a month 2 books, and I will also review those books in my next drawing. So in the month of December, I will let you guys know what I thought about these 2 books that I'm going to be pulling out, and also going to be drawing another 2 books. And honestly, I don't mind if you guys write down a whole bunch of books in the comment section. I want to fill this sucker up. I want to fill this up, okay? I want it to bulge. I want this to not even close, you know? So the 20 books that I added on here, maybe you guys have read them, maybe not, but I'm gonna list them off of what I have so far. So I have Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I've never read one of her books. Never, but I saw the cover and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. That looks dark. It looks mysterious. I added it on. The next one is The Wolf King by Lauren. I'm gonna butcher this last name. Oh boy. Lauren Palfreeman. I'm gonna go with Palfreeman, okay? The next one, A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly by Sophia S.T. Germain. Crown of Light and Ashes by V. Carter and Joanna Mass. Spellcaster by Jamin Eve. Hollow by Carolyn Beckham and Suzanne Valenti. Now, these 2 are the Twisted Sisters, and I'm reading Zodiac Academy right now, so I think it'll be interesting to read something by them that has nothing to do with Zodiac and just read something else from them. I saw the cover, not gonna lie to you guys, I'm gonna be honest. I saw the cover and I thought the cover was sick. It has like this lady with some misty shenanigans going on, and the cover was nice. And then I realized that these 2 Twisted Sisters were the authors. So, happened by chance. The next one on the list is Zodiac Shadows by R.C. Luna. Now, this one caught my attention because I saw the cover. I was like, that's definitely a Latina character. And also, I was like, Zodiac. Zodiac. Like, it interested me. I'm like, oh, I love Zodiac. I love horoscopes. I love anything to do with Zodiacs. And so, since I'm reading Zodiac Academy now, I am interested to know what this book is about or what the magic system entails. I'm interested, and it looks like this is also a series. And also, I made sure that all of these books were either a standalone or the first book in a series. I made sure of that. The next one is Mark of Ancients by K.C. Rice, Burning Daylight by Emily McIntyre, An Ocean Apart by Jill 2. And I saw that one on Libby, and I thought to myself, that looks like a pretty nice color. It's like a blue with like a gem in the middle, and I was interested to know what it was about. The next one is On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin, or Boylan. No, I think it's Bolin. I'm horrible with names. I'm so horrible with names. I can't even. The next one is Kiss of Basilic by Lindsay Straub. Straub? Let me know how you pronounce her name. I don't want to butcher it. The next one is For Whom the Bell Tolls by J.C. Lynn. I thought that cover was quite interesting. I love the purples and the golds and the pinks, like the dark pinks. It looked interesting. It looks like something maybe apocalyptic. I don't know. I have no idea. The next one is The Ordeals by Rachel Greenlaw. Where the Shadows Meet by Patrice Caldwell. I think it's Caldwell. The next one is Arcana Academy by Elise Kova. A Forbidden Alchemy by Stacy McEwen. Man. I'm horrible. The next one is Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. Now that book I saw on Book Outlet. I do use Book Outlet quite a bit. And I saw the cover, and it was, I think, a limited edition or like a special edition of the book. And it was just this teal with like a sword in the middle. And I'm like, oh, I need to read that. And I think it was on sale for like $5.99 on Book Outlet. They're having like a huge sale at the time of this video. I immediately fell in love with the cover. I was like, yeah, I need to get this one in my list. The next one is, this is gonna be funny because the last 3 books are T. Kingfisher. So I have Sword Art by T. Kingfisher, Then another one caught my attention, and it wasn't the book cover, it was more so the title of the book. So the next one is A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking by T. Kingfisher. I thought it was funny, I thought it was hilarious, and I want to know what the book is about. So I added that one to my list. The next and last one is Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher. And I believe that one I also saw, I think it was on Kindle, and I was like, man, I need to read her work, because her titles and book covers are interesting to me. So yes, those are the books that are currently in here. Oh, and also I don't know how long these books are, so that's why I'm picking 2 books for this month, but we'll find out together. So let's see, let's draw the first book. Okay, I picked a little white scroll. Now I'm gonna open it up, see what it is. So I pulled Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher so far. I'm very interested to know if I'm gonna like this author. I've never heard of this author before, and I'm quite interested in this book. Let's go ahead and draw the second book. Let's shake it up. What color should I pick? I don't know, I like purple. Purple's like my favorite color, but I want to go for a red, so I'm gonna go for red. And then put the rest in. All right, let's see what we got. Y'all. Spellcaster by Jamin Eve. That is what I got. Spellcaster. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yes. So the 2 books for the month of November, which are my blind dates that I have no idea what they are about, is Hemlock and Silver by T. Kingfisher and Spellcaster by Jamin Eve. So this is going to be a series, guys. I'm gonna be uploading what I think about these 2 books for next month when I draw the next 2 for the month of December. And I am so excited. I'm scared, but I'm also excited. And quick update for people that have been following me in my journey. I am still on Zodiac Academy. I am actually in book 8, and it's been crazy. It's been very emotional read. I think book 7 left me in shock. The ending of it left me in shock. And then now with book 8, I now feel the emotional impact of what happened at the end of book 7. And boy, it's been a roller coaster. And if you want to keep up with my book updates and, you know, as I'm reading, I will link my TikTok down below. I do upload what I'm feeling at the time of me reading those books on my TikTok, my emotional take on them. And it's a fun way to interact with the rest of the book community. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok, make sure you do. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in each week Wednesday for my uploads. I appreciate it so much. And don't forget to like this video if you love my content and if you like what you saw today. And don't forget to subscribe, because how else are you going to follow me in this series and get updates on my reads? So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time.